The first step to financial independence in the military doesn't come from wild investments, crypto, or buying a bunch of real estate. It starts at your desk in your barracks room with one simple habit: budgeting. My name is Levi Wolf. I'm an active duty Marine and I've been working in personal finance for the last 2 years. I make these videos because I believe every service member should be able to walk away from each enlistment with at least $50,000 added to their net worth. And the truth is, most of that starts with how you manage your monthly paycheck. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to budget on a military paycheck. We'll talk percentages, common mistakes, and a realistic breakdown in your pay. And I'll even show you a tool that you can start using today. Let's keep it simple. Let's say you're an E3 with 3 years in, no BAH, and you're pulling in about $30,000 a month in base pay. After taxes, TSP, and deductions, you're actually closer to bringing home around $2,500 a month. So average out over a 4-year enlistment, that's $120,000 of take-home income. And most people still walk away with five, maybe $10,000 saved. That means over $100,000 vanished, and most of it was just untracked, unplanned, or wasted. And that's what budgeting helps you fix. So budgeting helps you do two basic things. It shows you what's coming in and what's going out. So even if you think you know where your money's going, like, yeah, I spend $2,000 a month on chips and white monsters, a budget still gives you the real numbers. It's not judging your habits, it's just seeing the full picture so you can start to take control. If you're $50,000 in debt or you have $50,000 in savings, budgeting is still step one. Think of it like taking your car to the mechanic. You can't fix anything without popping the hood. This is you just popping the hood on your finances. So let's open up a budgeting example using the tool I use. You can grab a blank copy of the link in the description, and we'll run it using those E3 numbers. So we're going to start with the $2,500 a month take-home pay. This is split into each paycheck, but usually bills come out on the first one, so we'll focus here first. So here at the top, we have no rent because we're living in the barracks. Let's say you have Wi-Fi at $75 a month. Car payment is $400. Car insurance is $125. Gas will split, we'll say $100 a month, but split between 50 and 50. Cell phone bill we'll say is also $50. Groceries we're going to put at 0 because we're being good and we're eating at the chow hall. $30 for video streaming like Netflix, Hulu. $20 for music. And then we'll say that each haircut that we get is $20. So that's $80 a month. And then we have $50 on miscellaneous cleaning supplies and other stuff for the room or hygiene. And then lastly, we have $150 on fun, which is going out for food a few times, a drink or two on the weekend, and maybe a new video game each month. And all we did is lay it out line by line just to see what's left over. And that leftover money is how we actually start building wealth now. You can change lives with how much was left there. But what if you're still getting there? Well, if you're new to budgeting, here are some good starting points. So for housing, if and when you move out, try to keep rent or BH expenses under 30% of your income, because once you cross that line, things just start to get a little bit tight. For cars, the ideal way to buy it is a 24-10 rule. You put 20% down, payments are never longer than 4 years, and the monthly payment should be no more than 10% of your monthly income. And that's a 24-10 rule. I really believe that if you have to stretch a car payment past 5 years, you just can't afford that car. Now for savings and fun, a good starting point is 20% of your income going to savings, or more if you're in the barracks and you can just make that happen. Then 10 to 15% can go to fun. And yes, you should set aside money for fun, because if you try to budget every dollar and you don't leave space for life to happen, you will blow up your plan the first week and something comes up. Also, don't forget all the regular expenses like birthdays, flight homes, car maintenance. These usually aren't surprises, they're just not monthly, but budget for them anyways. I think budgeting is a lot like counting calories. When I first started my fitness journey back in high school, I tracked everything. Every meal, every workout, every macro, and it worked. But over time, I didn't need to track it anymore because I built the habit and I learned the skill, and then it became subconscious. Budgeting is the exact same thing. It might feel slow or clunky at first, but once you've done it for a few months, you'll start to feel in control. You'll spend more confidently, save more consistently, and you'll never wonder where your money went. Most people fail, and it's not because they're stupid or lazy, they just never had a system. This budget gives you the system, and if you want to grab the exact budget tool I use, it's linked below.